Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and welcome to Mail Monday, a weekly series that's not so much about your questions, but instead is about your questions and my answers to them. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what this gameplay is. I see it's titled Demo Objective Play on my hard drive, so I guess that's what you can expect. Anyway, let's get started. Mail Monday Squeakers. Just a quick question. What's your opinion on Squeakers, young kids on M+ games? I'm a Squeaker myself, and I think it would be kind of cool to play with older gamers and commentators, but I get harassed a lot. I'd love a response, thanks. I don't mind squeakers in a game so long as they're not acting like squeakers. I'll go on. I think that sometimes when people give young people a hard time the instant they hear their voice, they're just doing it in an effort to make their group a little more exclusive. Like when you first learn to drive, it's fun that no one else is old enough. When you first get access to a bar, it's fun that you're 21 and nobody else is. That's the American drinking age. Or when you first get to see an R-rated movie, you want to tell 16-year-olds that they're not old enough. Oh, the worst! When I was in New Jersey, they made people under 15 wear bicycle helmets. And, you know, bicycle helmets were just not cool. I don't know what they are right now, but they were incredibly uncool. So, like, it was just a rip to find, like, younger kids and insist that they wore a helmet. You know, and it really wasn't that we thought they needed helmets. It wasn't really me. It was actually this girl I knew, but it wasn't really that she thought they needed helmets. It was that she liked teasing people for being young. That's the deal. So, back to your question. What do I think of squeakers? Or young people playing M-rated games? I don't really have a problem with kids playing M-rated games. I don't think that games ruin people. However, people ruin people. So my kids are not allowed to play on Xbox Live chat yet. They can play in a party with friends. They can play on, you know, the general public if they're in a private party so that they don't hear you. I mean, heck, have you seen the comments that Hope gets every time we do a vlog? You know, that's the stuff that ruins people. I don't want her to have to deal with that, like, in real time, in real life, etc. So, she doesn't play in party chat yet. Games don't ruin people, but people ruin people. And they're not allowed to hop on online party chat until I'm convinced that they're ready to deal with it in an appropriate way. Hey Woody, I'm a 15-year-old girl. I have a boyfriend and we've been together for 2 months now. I really love him, but there's a problem. He loves me more than I love him. He was in love with me before we even met, and I knew that. We started texting and talking more and more, and we became a couple. After 2 weeks, he already said he loved me, over text. I know it's not cool, but I said I loved him too, even though at the moment I didn't. He's a really nice guy, but a little bit over-emotional. He's depressed a lot, and he admitted that he thought about committing suicide once. He keeps talking about how we're never going to break up, and that we're going to get married and spend the rest of our lives together. I really love him, but I don't think he's the guy I'm going to get married to. We fight a lot and have different aspects on life. I don't want to break up with him now, but I'll do it someday. I know it. I'm afraid that when I break up with him, he's going to harm himself, and I don't really want that. He keeps talking about how he can't live without me, and he keeps sending me sweet texts every day. Even though that's all sweet, it makes me feel guilty. I make up excuses that I don't express love very well, but mostly, I don't want to lie about it. The guilt becomes worse and worse every day, and I tried hinting, but it just ended up hurting him and me apologizing. I don't know what to do, Woody. Please help. I love your videos. Please keep up the good work. Well, it sounds like you haven't done anything wrong, right? I mean, you've been nothing but nice to this guy. You dated him because you liked him, but you're not head over heels crazy in love with him. That's okay. You know, you're fine. You seem like a good person. And it seems like you're following the Campfire rule, which is this notion that you need to leave this campsite, or in this case, the boyfriend, in as good a shape or better than you found it. That's the deal. You know, when you go camping, you're not supposed to leave trash behind. And if possible, you're supposed to take the trash that you find and, you know, take it out with you, clean up. So you're following the Campfire rule. You just don't happen to be head over heels in love with this guy. You're okay. The day that you decide to break up with him, do it gently but firmly so that he doesn't sit there longing over you for the rest, you know, for the next 18 months, thinking about you as somehow a possibility. And then that'll be the end of that. If you're concerned about the guy self-harming and you think it's legit, right? If you think that it's really something that might happen, you could tell his mom or, you know, give her a call or a text or something and just be like, you know, hey, you know, Andy, Lewis, Jonathan, whatever, He's been talking kind of crazy since we broke up, and I thought that you should know what the situation is. If you say that, then, you have all your bases covered. You do not need to continue to babysit your ex-boyfriends to make sure that they're okay forever. It sucks. It's a tough situation. I get where you're coming from. But, you're not obligated to stay. No, better yet, he cannot hold you hostage by threats of self-harm. That's not how this goes. Instead, you get to try him on, see if you guys are a fit, and if not, move on. But, like I said, it is a good idea to do it gently but firmly so that he doesn't continue to long after you and try to get you back and such. Let him know it's over and that you wish him well. Being bullied by my own friends. Help, Woody. Dear Woody, I've got some problems, and I know you probably get tons of Mail Monday or just plain questions, but I have one you've never seen. So anyway, let's get to my problem. I've been friends with these people since 2nd grade. I'm in 10th now, so 8 years. And these people were my best friends until we went to middle school. As we got into middle school, the friends started being very mean and calling me fat. I'm overweight, I'm Indian, and calling me annoying and other things. These guys are my best friends, and I want to stay friends, but these guys are driving me crazy. I could just be a little bitch, but please, Woody, I need help. I love your videos. I love Mail Monday. Keep up the amazing work. It's been a little while since I've talked about toxic friends or power imbalances in friendships or relationships. Both of them are big problems. Die fail there. So, sometimes in a friendship or a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, one person feels like, they're lucky to have this person as a friend. Oh, Bobby's so cool. All the girls like him. I wish I was Bobby, but instead I'm me. But isn't it cool that Bobby counts me among his friends? Meanwhile, Bobby treats you like you're dirt on his shoe, right? That's the idea. And that is not something that you should be tolerating, right? That's not something you should put up with. This notion that Bobby is somehow a super guy and you're less than that is crap. Oftentimes in these toxic friend relationships or these power imbalance relationships, the situation is so ingrained that you can't turn it around. It's not like you can say, listen, Bob, you've got to stop treating me like this, or I won't be your friend anymore. Because he's so used to having the upper hand on you that, he's not willing to give it up. He's not going to just turn it around because you told him, hey, it's time to turn it around. That's not how it goes. What you actually need to do is find someone else. Find a better friend to you. And don't get caught up in the notion that somehow, Bobby is this super guy and that your next friend won't be as good and that you're lucky to have him. And now you were hanging out with Bob, but now you're only hanging out with crappy Steve. Dude, let that go. Steve is better than Bob if Steve treats you better than Bob. That's how this goes down. So, my advice to you is to cut your toxic friends loose, or at the very least make them painfully aware of the fact that you have other options and you're more than happy to hang with other people when they don't treat you well. If they value your friendship, then they'll start treating you well and realize what they almost lost. If they don't value your friendship, then they're not going to do that, and you'll be better off without them, because it is no fun to be hanging out with friends who are actually like backstabbing douchebags. If your friends are not on your side, then you're all alone. And if you don't ditch those friends and start finding better ones, then you're always going to be all alone. So that's my advice to you. Find a way to make it so that you're not stuck there, going through this world alone without the friends that you deserve. I've been dating this girl for 7 months now, and I've received an invitation from her mother to come over for dinner. I'm a junior in high school. That means he's about 16 or 17 for you international guys. And this is the first time I've encountered this issue, since she is my first girlfriend. I don't know what to do, and by the way, her father does not know about my existence. I don't know what to do, or what to take, or what to say. I really need your advice. Thank you, and happy holidays. Best regards, a humble subscriber of yours. I like this letter, and I've never had it before on Mail Monday. So, first off, intimacy. I don't care if you two are sexually active together. In front of her parents, the farthest you will initiate is supportive smiles or happy gazes. That's it. That's it. You are not to go any further. Don't be hanging on her. Don't be cuddling her or whatever. If she initiates it, it is okay to go as far as a hug or a kiss on the cheek, but leave it at that. Do not take this anything further than that. I don't care what you've really got going on in front of her parents. If they choose to maintain this notion that there's nothing happening here between you two, then let them. Next, it is not a competition. You are not competing with her parents to see which one of you she loves more. That is not the deal. Instead, you will just be someone who wants to support their daughter, who wants the best for her, who finds her impressive. That's the thing that you've got going on in front of her parents. Finally, her parents will not share your sense of humor if your sense of humor is based around internet memes. If all the kids at school think it's hilarious when you say, I don't always do this, but when I do, something else happens, that won't go over well with the parents. Instead, try to be a little more serious. Try to come off like some kind of winner. That's what they're looking for. A winner that's impressed by their daughter who you want to do really well. And, best of luck to you. Keep it serious, smile, and don't seem like you're aggressive physically, and you'll be giving them what they're looking for. Hopefully I've earned your like. If you're new around here, you can subscribe by clicking where it says subscribe. Here's 2 videos you may have missed. The left one's a Black Ops 2 video where I did a recommended class setup for the 870 and I tested out. And on the right is a Battlefield 3 video where I tell a pretty touching story about my friend that nearly died. I thought it was one of my better videos in a while. You can judge for yourself. Have a good day.